it's important to kind of go around the outside first and be nice and neat. And then you can go a little bit quicker on the inside. My camera is probably shaking a little bit just because I'm moving my hands around. So red is one of my primary colors. So I'm going to color red in right here. So your paper should look like this. I've colored in the red of the color wheel, and I've colored in red where I have my list of primary colors. I am then going to find my next primary color, which is going to be yellow. I'm going to color in my color wheel. And I'm going to color in yellow on my list of primary colors. So here I was nice and neat and didn't go outside my lines. Down here, I am going outside the lines a little bit. That's just kind of like, because I like the way that looks where it goes outside the box a little bit. You could do it like this, or you could make it neater than I did. So I'm going to find my last primary color, which is going to be blue. Color in my color wheel. Blue's kind of, it looks a little bit darker, doesn't it? It does. So I'm going to color in blue on my color wheel. So I will show you what it would look like, how you should not do it. So I'm holding my crayon just like I hold my pencil. I'm holding it in my right hand because I am right-handed. What I would not do is hold my crayon like this, like a fist, and just like color it like this, right? This would be like one work. One means it does not meet the target. Well, it would, honestly, it would probably be a partially meets because you have the right color. But for craftsmanship, this would be a does not meets. So if yours is looking like this, I'm gonna ask you to slow down and work a little bit calmer, nice and calm. Okay, so I'm gonna also ask you to notice that the primary colors are not touching each other on the color wheel. I don't have my 3 primary colors right in a row. That is because the color wheel kind of shows you what 2 colors can kind of come together to make another color. So now I have my secondary colors. So I'm gonna start with orange. So orange is red and yellow put together. So the orange on the color wheel needs to go between red and yellow. It can't go between red and blue, that's not its spot. It can't go between yellow and blue, that's not its spot. Has to go between red and yellow. Okay, and green can't go between blue and red because that's not how you make green. If you mix blue and red, you don't get green. So green can't go here. Has to go between blue and yellow. That's where it has to go. Go outside the edges and then color in a little bit faster. So we have one empty spot left and we have one color left. We know that red and blue make purple. We are going to color in just like that. So I'm also going to fill in my secondary colors on my secondary color list here. So the secondary colors are created by mixing 2 primary colors in equal parts. It says in equal parts because if I were to mix, let's say green, which is half yellow, half blue, and blue, which is all blue, I would get a color that's then 3/4 blue and like 1/4 yellow, and it would be a tertiary color. If I'm mixing these 2 together, I get a tertiary color, which would be green-blue. We don't talk about those too much until about like middle school. I talk about them a little bit in 4th grade, but not too much. Basically, I just tell you what they are, like I just did. Okay. So this page is nice and done. We filled in our color wheel. We filled in our primary colors and our secondary colors. So we are going to move on to this piece of paper. So if you're still working on the color wheel section of this or coloring in those colors, keep on working on that. If you can leave this kind of like color math mixing page that I'm doing right here blank if you don't have time to get to it. get done what you can. When I flip the page, no matter how much you got done, you can flip the page right along with me. So when we move on to warm and cool colors, you may move on with me. So colors can be added and mixed together to create new colors. So it's kind of like math, right? I take 1 and 2, I put them together and I get 3. So when I take red, so get your red crayon out. When I take red and mix it with yellow, what do I get? Do I get green? Well, let's look at our color wheel. So I have red and I have yellow. Is green in between them? It is not. What is in between them is orange. So that's what I want to color in right there, is orange. I have red and blue. I have red. And I have blue. When I mix them together, red and blue, I get purple. Purple. I have blue and I have yellow. When I mix them together, I get green. I'll put my green down first since I already have it in my hand. And I have yellow. And I have blue. So your 2 pieces of paper here, okay, we only have 1 more page to do here, and it'll be a pretty quick one before we start our actual art project. We've been doing the learning part of this, and then we'll do an art project afterwards. So there are also warm and cool colors. So warm colors are colors like red. I'm just gonna color right on top. Yellow and orange. Warm colors kind of remind us of the colors that we would see in a fire or a sunrise, or where else do you see red, yellow, and orange most of the time? Maybe the desert, places that are warm. And we have cool colors. Cool colors are colors like blue, green, and purple. So cool colors are colors that remind us of rainy days and water. Maybe a forest is gonna have more cool colors than the desert would have. So I'm gonna ask you to show me that you know the 3 warm colors and the 3 cool colors out of our 6 kind of rainbow colors here. So does purple go in the warm colors? Don't think so. Purple's a cool color, so I'll color in one of my waves. You could color these in nice and neat, but you don't have to. I'll color mine in kind of neat, like a quick neat, not a fast neat, but a quick neat. So purple was a cool color. Is orange a cool color or a warm color? Does it remind me more of the desert, or does it remind me more of the forest? Does it remind me of fire, or does it remind me of water? I think we can tell that that is definitely a warm color. So I'm going to color in one of my little campfires here with orange. That was a warm color. Red. Nope. It's a warm color. Right? Red definitely makes us think of fire and nice hot things. Spicy things a lot of the times even are colors like red and orange and yellow. Okay, so that was another warm color. We got blue next. Blue is the color of water. It is a cool color. Just like that. Colored in. So I have 2 colors left. I have green and I have yellow. Which goes where? So if I look over at my chart here, I can see that yellow is my warm color, green is my cool color. So we're gonna color in our last campfire. And we're gonna color in our last wave. The last thing I will ask you to do, actually, one more thing, is I'm gonna ask you to, in this section, right here where it says color, either write a sentence that tells me what you think color means, or draw me a picture. So I think I'm gonna go for drawing a picture, and I'm gonna draw a little quick version of a color wheel. Maybe just primary colors. You could do something different than me. You don't have to draw what I'm drawing here. You're just gonna tell me kind of in your own words what you think color is and what your understanding of what the element of art color means. This will just kind of tell me like how much of this concept you took in or what maybe in the future we'll go back over later. So there's no like right or wrong thing to put here. You're just telling me what do you think color is. It could be written with words, right, with a pencil, or it could be colored in with crayons. Okay. Okay, my friends, it is time to close that book up and get out the other materials that you need today, which is a piece of paper, your 6 crayons, and a pencil. So we are going to make an art project. We always do the first thing every single time when we make an art project. We flip our paper over to the back side, we write our name, our grade, and our teacher's name. That's what we would do in class. I know you're at home, so it's a little different. You don't really have to do that, but it's a good habit, and it's something that I'm really going to expect you to do when we come back to school. So it's good to keep that habit. Okay, flip it back over. So we are going to make an art project that involves warm and cool colors. So on one half of my paper, I'm going to use all warm colors. On the other half of my paper, I'm going to use all cool colors. That is the assignment. You're making a drawing, any drawing. On one half of the paper, you use all warm colors. On the other half of the paper, you use all cool colors. So I drove over to Eddington today, the Eddington School. I haven't been there in a while because I'm in Holden every day. Uh, um, and I was noticing how nice the changing leaves look. So I thought for my artwork, I would make like a leaf where one half of the leaf is warm and one half of the leaf is cool. I liked the way my artwork came out. I think it looked pretty cool. So I'm going to start by separating out my crayons into warm and cool colors. So I did my warm side first. You don't have to do it this way. You could start with your cool side, or you could kind of go back and forth. You just want to make sure that one half of that paper stays warm colors and the other side stays cool colors. Okay, my friends, you can skip ahead to the end of this video, which is about 5-ish more minutes, but I'm probably going to speed some sections of this up. But you can skip right ahead if you want to just see what it looks like in the end. And you can start yours. I spent like less than 10 minutes on mine. I did a small drawing. It wasn't super involved. Yours doesn't have to be super involved. It is kind of up to you how much time you spend on this. If you would like to send me a picture of yours when it is done, you may, but you do not have to. Okay, my friends, have fun. And don't forget, so that packet of paper, we're going to use that for 4 weeks. So please put it somewhere like safe. That could be in your backpack. That could be if you have like a little desk at home that you use. Wherever you want to keep that that's safe for you is going to work fine because we will use this packet again next week. If you should lose yours or something happens to it, it is no big deal. Just send me an email and I will send you a new one home. But it's super important that you have that packet. Okay, bye.